Welcome everyone. In this lecture, we are going to see the hyperbolic functions. That is a new set of functions which is called the hyperbolic functions. The hyperbolic functions have the same relationship with hyperbolas which the circular functions have with the circulars. Okay. So with this small introduction, I just first define what are the hyperbolic functions we have. Okay, so if x is a real or a complex quantity, then e raised to x plus e raised to minus x upon 2 is called as hyperbolic cosines, which is denoted by hyperbolic cos. Cos is cos and then h stands for the hyperbolic. So hyperbolic cos x, and e raised to x minus e raised to minus x upon 2 is known as hyperbolic sin x. Okay, so these two functions are very important, hyperbolic cos x and hyperbolic sin x. I hope this idea is clear. Now one can define hyperbolic tan x as a hyperbolic sin x divided by hyperbolic cos x. That means e raised to x minus e raised to minus x upon 2 whole divided by this term. So which gives us e raised to x minus e raised to minus x divided by e raised to x plus e raised to minus x. Then hyperbolic sec x is also defined as a 1 upon hyperbolic cos x. Hyperbolic cosec x is equal to 1 upon hyperbolic sin x. Similarly, hyperbolic cot x is 1 upon hyperbolic tan x. So this is how we can define the hyperbolic functions. Okay, I think you have got an idea that these rules, that is hyperbolic tan is equal to hyperbolic sin upon hyperbolic cos, is exactly similar with the circular functions. Tan theta is equal to sin theta upon cos theta. Exactly the same relationship we have seen. Is it? Now we are going to discuss the relationship between hyperbolic and circular functions. Hyperbolic and circular functions. So the relationship is very clear. Sin ix, sin of ix is equal to I times hyperbolic sin x, and cos ix, that is cos of ix, is equal to hyperbolic cos x. Okay. Similarly, one can write hyperbolic sin of ix is equal to I times sin x. Hyperbolic cos of ix is equal to cos x. In the same line, one can write tan ix is equal to I times hyperbolic tan x, or hyperbolic tan x, tan of ix is equal to I times tan x. In similar line, one can write for cot x, then sec x, and so on. Is it? Now, from these two rules, that is e raised to x plus e raised to minus x upon 2 is equal to hyperbolic cos x, and e raised to x minus e raised to minus x upon 2 is equal to hyperbolic sin x, one can write this as e raised to x is equal to hyperbolic cos x plus hyperbolic sin x, and e raised to minus x is equal to hyperbolic cos x minus hyperbolic sin x. Okay. Now, in trigonometric functions, we have seen the identity, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Here there is a small change. Hyperbolic cos square x minus hyperbolic sine square x is equal to 1. Okay, now we try to prove this. So we start with the LHS. LHS is equal to hyperbolic cos square x minus hyperbolic sine square x is equal to e raised to x plus e raised to minus x upon 2 bracket square minus e raised to x minus e raised to minus x upon 2 bracket square. While expanding these brackets, we will get 1 by 2 square and here also 1 by 2 square, which is nothing but 1 by 4. I am taking it common outside of the bracket. This is a plus b bracket square. A plus b bracket square is e raised to x square plus 2 times e raised to x into e raised to minus x plus e raised to minus x square. Okay, minus. Now the second bracket is having a minus b situation. So hence e raised to x square minus 2 times e raised to x e raised to minus x plus e raised to minus x bracket square. Okay. Now simplify the terms. This is 1 by 4 into bracket. This becomes e raised to 2x. E raised to x, e raised to minus x. The base is same. We add the powers. So plus x minus x becomes 0. Therefore, we get e raised to 0. Anything raised to 0 is always 1. So 2 into 1 plus e raised to minus 2x. Now the minus sign is given inside. The first term becomes minus e raised to 2x. Again, similar to this, minus minus become plus 2 into 1. Minus plus become minus e raised to minus x square, that is e raised to minus 2x. Now the positive e raised to 2x, negative e raised to 2x get cancelled. E raised to minus 2x minus e raised to minus 2x get cancelled. Therefore, we get 2 into 1 plus 2 into 1, that is 2 plus 2, that is 4. So we get 1 by 4 into 4, which is nothing but 1, which is our required RHS. So the very first standard identity in case of the circular function is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. But in case of the hyperbolic function, the identity is hyperbolic cos square x minus hyperbolic sin square x is equal to 1. Now, similarly, one can write all the remaining identities regarding the relation between tan, sec, cot and cosec like that. I just list out those. With a quick. The first one is hyperbolic cos square x minus hyperbolic sin square x is equal to 1. The second is hyperbolic sec square x plus hyperbolic tan square x is equal to 1. And the third one is hyperbolic cot square x minus hyperbolic cosec square x is equal to 1. Okay. Now, where in case of the trigonometric functions, the same relations can be given as instead of trigonometry, I say in case of the circular functions, the identities are sin. The first one is with the help of sin and cos, it is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Okay. The second relationship is sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Or you might have studied in the way sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. Okay. Next is cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. You might have studied this as cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta and so on like this. Okay. In the similar way, one can write the identities for the addition formula, that is sin. In case of circular functions, we have studied sin a plus b. Here we are going to see hyperbolic sin a plus b, hyperbolic sin a minus b, hyperbolic cos a plus b, hyperbolic cos a minus b, and so on. Then double of the angle, triple of the angle, that is hyperbolic, the double of the angle and triple of the angle is sin 2 theta, sin 3 theta, cos 2 theta, cos 3 theta. The same can be written for the hyperbolic functions, that is hyperbolic cos 2 theta, hyperbolic sin 2 theta, and so on. Then we can see the product formulas, that is 2 sin A cos B, 2 cos A sin B, 2 sin A sin B, 2 cos A cos B. Here it is in hyperbolic functions 2 times hyperbolic sin A hyperbolic cos B, and so on. So all those formulas I am going to list out on a one page, and I will circulate with the circulate the same copy with the on your WhatsApp group. Okay, so everyone should note down this in your notebook. What I suggest, what you do is you make columns like this. Here what I have written, the hyperbolic functions identities, and here I have written the circular functions identity. Exactly in similar way you can write, so that very few identities you will observe there is a small change in the hyperbolic and trigonometric functions. Only that change you have to remember. Okay, and hence you will you can remember all those identities in regarding the hyperbolic functions. Okay, now in today's lecture I am going to see one more basic problem based on the definition of hyperbolic cos and hyperbolic sines, which is expressed in terms of the exponential functions, and then we'll conclude our today's session. From next lecture we are going to deal with this identities of these hyperbolic functions and the problems based on it. Okay, so I just go with a very simple example quickly. If hyperbolic tan x is equal to 2 by 3, find x and find hyperbolic cos 2x. Okay, basically what is given information? Hyperbolic tan x is equal to 2 by 3. Now what is you are expected to calculate here? Hyperbolic cos 2x, is it? So what is hyperbolic cos 2x? It is e raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x upon 2. And what is hyperbolic tan x? E raised to x minus e raised to minus x divided by e raised to x plus e raised to minus x. So my question is, can we derive the value of e raised to 2x from here? If we are through, then easily we get the value of hyperbolic cos 2x. How to get it? It's very simple. E raised to x minus e raised to minus x upon e raised to x plus e raised to minus x. This is the value of hyperbolic tan x is equal to, actual value is 2 by 3. Now e raised to minus x can be written as e raised to x plus 1 upon e raised to x. E raised to x, sorry, not plus, here it is minus, plus 1 upon e raised to x is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, is it correct? Now we cross multiply with this. E raised to x into e raised to x becomes e raised to 2x minus 1 divided by e raised to x. Similarly in the denominator part, e raised to 2x plus 1 divided by e raised to x is equal to 2 by 3. So this e raised to x and e raised to x get cancelled. Therefore we get e raised to 2x minus 1 upon e raised to 2x plus 1 is equal to 2 by 3. Now cross multiplying with them, what we get after cross multiplication, 3 into this, so 3 times e raised to 2x minus 1 is equal to 2 times e raised to 2x plus 1. Now simplify them. So this is 3 times e raised to 2x minus 3 is equal to 2 times e raised to 2x plus 2. Minus 3 we shift to the right hand side, we get 5. We shift this term to the left, therefore we get 3 e raised to 2x minus 2 times e raised to 2x. So this is e raised to 2x is equal to 5. E raised to 2x is equal to 5. Therefore, taking reciprocal on both sides, we get 1 upon e raised to 2x is equal to 1 by 5, which gives me e raised to minus 2x is equal to 1 by 5. Now it is required to calculate the x as well as hyperbolic cos 2x. I have just getting the value e raised to 2x and e raised to minus 2x. Now what about x and hyperbolic cos 2x? From this one can write 2x is equal to log 5. Therefore x is equal to 1 by 2 log 5. So this is the value of x which is our required in the given question. Okay, therefore hyperbolic cos 2x is equal to e raised to 2x plus e raised to minus 2x upon 2. What is the value of e raised to 2x? 5. What is the value of e raised to minus 2x? 1 by 5 whole divided by 2. 5 5s are 25. 25 plus 1, that is 26 by 5 whole divided by 2. So in this is 26 by 10, or after simplification we get 13 by 5. So hence the value of hyperbolic cos 2x is equal to 13 by 5. I think you have liked this example because it's a very simple. I have used only the definition of hyperbolic functions. Okay, that is a relationship between hyperbolic and the exponentials that I have used. Now one more example I would like to give you as an homework. Hyperbolic tan x is equal to 1 by 2. Then find hyperbolic tan 3x. You have to calculate hyperbolic tan 3x. Okay, so till next lecture you try to finish this homework. If you have any doubt in this today's lecture, you can post it on my our WhatsApp group or on my personal WhatsApp. I will give you the answer for the same. Thank you everyone.